minister in question.
Morning, Mwisho.
Yes, welcome.
Morning, Chair.
Welcome. Yes. Thank you. Yes, good morning.
Morning.
And CPA Emily, welcome to our committee. Maybe before we carry on, allow me to invite our clerk to admit.
I, Emily Ongaga, do swear by the Almighty God that the information I will give before this Honorable Committee of Special Select Committee is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
That allow me to do some brief introduction of the members who comprises of this committee. Clerk, who will mention his name by himself, followed by our legal officer.
I'm Jason.
And you, if possible, also say the docket that you handle in the county assembly.
Internal audit.
Thank you. From the other far end there.
My name is
Yeah. And last one.
Leonard Yamasege, Director of Finance.
I have another brother of mine there. That is our secretary, not forgetting our sergeant at arm, who could have invited you in time because we've been waiting for you since 9. We didn't tell you that you've been here since 9. You also say your name, please.
Thank you. I'm going to Escalante.
And the one who is also seriously taking photos is also called.
Good morning, all. My name is Nafasi.
My name is Samuel Ogeto, member of the committee.
And our first chair.
Good morning. My name is Ipora Kerubo, Vice Chair,
Thank you, and Dio Koyag Masira, the chairman of this select committee. So thank you. Let me welcome you. You also do some introduction to your
Chair. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
My name is CPA Emily Ongaga, CC in charge of finance, ICT and economic planning, County Government of Nyamira. With me, Chair, I've come with my colleagues. Please also say what you do, as the other ones also say what they do, so that
if you don't mind this, you can raise because you at the far end you will not be in a position of seeing you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm CPA Nyamira, Head of Accounting Services.
Honorable Chairman, members, my name is Colin Hagen, an accountant. Morning.
Morning.
Nyagarama Willis, Office of the County Attorney.
Honorable Chair and members, my name is Tony Barade, Chief of Finance and Accounting Services. I'm here with the invitation and the for this session.
Okay, so I will also have my counsel introduce himself.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ratemo, counsel for Emily.
Welcome. This committee is established pursuant to the Section 40 of the County Government Act 2012 as read together with the Standing Order 64 of the Nyamira County Assembly that states that 1A, member of County Assembly supported by at least a third of the members of the County Assembly may propose a motion requiring the governor to dismiss a County Executive Committee member on any of the grounds set on the subsection 1. 2. If a motion under subsection 2 is supported by at least 1/3 of the members of the County Assembly, the County Assembly shall appoint a select committee comprises of 5 of these members to investigate the matters. That 5 members, I think you heard them. The select committee shall report within 10 days to the County Assembly whether it finds the allegations against the County Executive Committee member to be substantiated. The County Executive Committee member has the right to appear as the way you've done, Ms. Emily, CPA. The committee deemed fit to call some witnesses to shed some more light on the matters before it. That is why you have been called into the committee, and I've had one of our chief officer who we also invited to be with us today, because we also want to have some few issues well captured so that we can also move together as a team. And one thing that I wish to ask you, Madam CEC, is that you're really free. Yeah? I said earlier, you're welcome to please introduce yourself as the way you've done. The queries that which were raised against you, and we really wish that you should also give some response on it so that we can also start from there. We want to welcome you and give us the response on the queries that were raised against you, so that we can also know where to start from. So you're welcome. And I welcome you so that you can also respond on that.
Okay, thank you. My responses. I will invite my counsel to start with.
Thank you. I want to believe that you also understand that we may not wish to hold you here for long.
Yes.
We try to be precise in response to the exact questions which have been raised against you, and we at most want to believe that we will take at most 2 hours.
Thank you, Chair.
So welcome, Council.
Thank you very much. I've just went through the invite that was sent to my client, and I say that it's anchored on Article 195 of the Constitution, which reads in part, I'll read 195.2, which says, for the purposes of Clause 1, which gives powers to institute or constitute this committee, it says, for the purposes of Clause 1, an assembly has the same powers as the High Court. So it is my belief that as we sit here, we shall follow the procedures as will be followed in the High Court. And if that be the case, then we'd like to first establish the mandate and the nature of the committee as quasi-judicial. We'd like, maybe through the legal officer, if we'll agree that we just adhere to the rules of not only natural justice, but that which the courts follow, then ideally the mover of this motion, Honorable Ruben Winda, should be able to read out or explain his allegations against my client. That way, my client may have her response. But you know what we have, and maybe counsel will guide you from your side, what we have are just allegations. There is no affidavit which has been tendered before us. There is no sworn affidavit. If we had followed the procedure as is indicated in 195.2, that this is or takes a position of a High Court, then any evidence tendered before the High Court is tendered in the form of sworn affidavits. We don't have any here. So I need a clearance on that. Are we proceeding on the allegations as they are?
Legal counsel, allow me to ask you.
Yes,
You
please.
said that this committee holds powers of
Holds.
Kenya
Yes.
as what?
The High Court,
Yeah.
as read in section from the invite 195.1, read together with 2. Yes. So it sits as a High Court. That is why.
It's not a high court, but it sits as.
Takes the powers of the
Once you have the powers of the High Court, then you're bound to conduct your business as the High Court should. And that is where we ask the evidence that has been adduced.
Yeah, so that means that you will not get the response?
No. You're totally getting me wrong. We shall proceed, but we'd like that to go on record, that there is no affidavit signed or sworn, as at this stage. So whatever we responding to cannot be legally binding on my client. Because ideally we'd even be under the rules of natural justice, and if we're following what is instituted in the law, in the constitution, is that then we'd be in a position looking at the evidence.
council.
So we'll seek your guidance. We are not giving a position, we are seeking your guidance.
Thank you. And maybe before you respond, allow me to welcome some other more honorable members who have just joined us. You can stand and even say your name, sir.
Thank you, Chair. My name is CPA Emily Ongaga, elected MCA Tibo Ward. I am witness.
Thank you. Is one of our honorable members, and the standing orders allows them to sit in any committee as much as they do not vote. Our commissioner also, Honorable Joel Lombong.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Joel Lombong. I'm MCL at Bokera Ward. I'm here to also listen to the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you. And the last one is our leader minority member for. You can introduce yourself.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Mida Lechi, the MCA for Mahombo Ward. Thank you.
And the leader, we get your sentiments very clearly. We know this committee has the powers of a high court, and what you require from us is a sworn affidavit. Sworn affidavit, that means somebody has to swear that the facts which are in the affidavit are true to the best of his knowledge and belief. Your client will be giving evidence under oath today, and not so you don't need an affidavit at this stage. And the motions, allegations are normally raised through motions from the county assembly. So if you want to go further, we will not have any problem, but the committee will go on the way it is.
That every honorable members in this committee, including the members who are not selected to this committee, took oath of office. So anything that they transact is under oath. Thank you, Ricardo.
But the issue, and as Mwisho has put it, we're not disputing that you're under oath as members of the assembly. She's under oath herself to present evidence or whatever she says, so that she's required to state the truth. So ideally, which I could be wrong, and I don't mind us proceeding without affidavit evidence, because then we'll just proceed as it is, and just if you can.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Yeah. We don't mind proceeding in that manner, but then again, I'd just like to read to you that it offends Article 236B, but we may proceed of the Constitution.
And I really want you to understand that
Not a
they have not
problem.
been proved whether she is capable or not.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. I just thought we could go on the record that it offends Article 236.
Thank you, carry on.
That's okay. there is, which we find quite general, and that explains, because I came here under the impression that we are coming before a court of law. But the way it's proceeding now, we'll just, probably proceed like it is just a discussion, because then she's not able to have the allegations raised against her articulated by the mover. So we assume it's before the committee and the mover has no say in this, if we may be guided by that.
Yes,
my understanding was that we come in before you as a court, So ideally the mover would articulate and pen out the allegations that have been raised against my client. So since we've departed from that route, with seek clearance, is the mover of the motion or the person who's raised the allegations, because he who alleges must prove. And from the documents that we have, and in the absence of affidavits, then we don't have any evidence against all the allegations raised. So do we proceed without the articulation or allegation?
Counsel, I thought that it would be ideal if there was anything that you would requested and then maybe we missed to submit, then that could be the question that you could have raised now. But I want to believe that the allegations raised against CPA Emily Ongaga were the allegations with you there. I thought that it would be ideal if there was anything that you required or needed to substantiate the allegation, you could have even asked it in time, and we don't even have the response with us. You didn't file the response with us. We want to get...
My client did a letter. My client did a letter dated 2nd March, asking for evidence. And she was presented with 2 pages, 2 annexures, which form part of a report. And that is what I'm asking. Is that what we go by?
And what was the response from our end?
It was quite, let me just get it to you. It came from the legal officer. Responded to allegation number 3, and it attached a memorandum, but which is not in full, and letters from the clerk. And then the interesting part in this letter is that it tells the accused person that this is information well within, I believe, the establishment of the department, and the county assembly finds it amazing that you ask him for the same. You see, if we go back to the doctrines of natural justice.
As per the allegations laid against who is the custodian of the documents that you
She is a custodian.
Yeah.
She is a custodian.
Yeah.
But she's a custodian of so many documents.
Including the one that we...
Including the documents that you have, that you're asking for, and including the documents that you're referring to. But the accuser cannot seek evidence while in court from the person that they're accusing. And I have rulings from the court. If
is for the response is to also acquire or amass the documents ready for the response.
You see, you can only respond to what is presented to you. You cannot respond to what you have.
Counsel, and do you think, Counsel, if your client is the custodian of the documents, the burden of proof now shifts to her? No, that's right. The burden of proof now shifts to her to repart any evidence that may be tendered by this committee.
Through the chair again, the burden of proof only shifts once established.
Yes, once we establish that, the burden of proof will shift to her. She's the custodian of all the documents.
Absolutely.
They are all in her custody.
Through the chair once again,
yeah,
it only shifts once established. and that can only be established once she's been given a chance for fair hearing. That has not been done. So as it stands now, the burden of proof still lies with the motion mover. It has not shifted.
From your understanding, Council,
which we admit. Yes.
We carry on.
No problem. That also should go on record.
Yeah.
We also have it go on record.
That does rule. I'm happy also with your submission that he is the custodian.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.